This is probably the best time of your day. Guess why? Because you're watching another video from DC Traveler. So we are going to this place called Mahuli Fort, which is about 75 kilometers outside of Mumbai. It's a popular tourist and hiking destination. To reach there, if you are in Mumbai, you have to take a local train and go to Asangaon. So that's where we are going right now. I'm looking for the platform where my train will come, and I think I found it. It's here. Let's go. Came out of the station. This is how Asangaon station looks. Mahuli? That is the mountain that we're going to climb. Look at that. Are you excited? So that's where the auto dropped me, and now I'm going with this man. He has a shop here. We'll buy some water and then we'll start our trek. I'll buy some water, some snack, because it's going to be a long trek. It takes about an hour and a half to reach the top, and I'm going to be shooting as well, so I might take more time. By the time I come back, it will be about 4 to 5 hours minimum, so we will have something to eat up there. That'll be good. Look at their establishment here. और एक दे दो. We'll buy 3 water bottles. Although there is a very interesting drinking water source up there, but we will keep 3 bottles and we'll drink there also. We've got the supplies now from there, and now we're going to go this way. Now look at the mountain, how majestic. So this fort, Mahuli Fort, is at an altitude of 2,800 feet, which happens to be the highest point in Thane district. This is Thane district, about 70 to 75 kilometers outside of Mumbai. As we begin the trek, a little history lesson about this fort. This Mahuli Fort dates back to 17th century, and it has connection with Shivaji Maharaj and his family. So Shivaji Maharaj and his family were brought here by his father in the beginning of 17th century, and after that they lost the fort to the Mughals who attacked the fort. After about 15 to 20 years, Shivaji Maharaj won the fort which his father lost to Mughals. He won the fort from them. After a few years he lost again, then they won again, then they lost again. So that's the history in a nutshell. If you want to know more about this fort, you can Google it, go to Wikipedia or some other source and find more information. But this is how much I know about it. Now we've reached here to the ticket counter. We'll buy our ticket from here. Namaskar sahab.
Namaskar, namaskar. Vaishnavi Desai. Mobile number दे. 81699.
The dogs are scared. So this is basically the trailhead, the peacock that you see there. we have to go this way. Now it's gonna be a climb for an hour and a half. Let's look at the time. It's just over 7, so we should be up there by normally 8:30, but because I'll be shooting, so I'm expecting to reach the top by 9:15. Let's see. Oh, I got scared. Just kidding. When I bought the ticket for 30 rupees, they asked me how many bottles of water I was carrying. So I disclosed the bottles, the 3 bottles which I bought. So they took a deposit of 200 rupees for the bottles. And the idea behind that is you have to get the bottles back down and show it to them. So because you have disclosed 3 bottles, we have to show that we got 3 bottles down and get the deposit back, so that people don't litter the place. I like the idea. There's a waterfall, not right now, but in rainy season there comes a waterfall. So if you want to go to the waterfall, there is a different trail here. So because there are different trails at the beginning, near the trailhead, there are these arrows that show you where the fort is, which one is the trail for the fort. See, now this arrow goes towards some there is some bridge, I think, Motia Bandya Kade, so which means towards a big bridge, if I'm not wrong, because I'm not very good with Marathi. I'm going to try to find a stick. It makes a lot of difference if you have a stick, because then you essentially have 3 legs. You can rest some of your weight on the stick while climbing, and it's even more helpful while you're coming down. Look at this. Oh, look at this. It's a dead insect. It's dead. Doggy, come with me. I think I'm finding a companion here, and not one. There are many of them, not to count humans. आप लोग कहाँ से आए हो? बदलापुर। मैं भी वहीं से आया। बदलापुर ईस्ट में। Now we are approaching the first base. Look at the time right now. It's 20 minutes. If we were not shooting, then we would reach here in 10 to 12 minutes, 15 minutes max. That's the first base. It's a flat ground. You can take some rest there. Look at the view from there before you move further ahead. Come on, my faithful friend. Come. Not sure how far he will follow me, but you never know. He may come till the top and drink some water with us, the mountain water. Did I mention? Although I bought 3 bottles of water, there is a pristine source, or a source of pristine water on top. So we are going to drink that water. Don't think that because I'm carrying 3 water bottles, that will suffice me for 6 hours on this kind of a trek. Nope. The faithful friend continues to follow us. Come. What's your name? Mahuli Fort dog. Mr. Mahuli. Should we name him Mr. Mahuli? Is it a Mr.? Yes, he is. Oh, he's faster than us. We'll have to catch up. Mr. Mahuli, where are you running away? There are 2 cliffs here which are also known as Wazir and Vishnu. So this place, this hill or mountain, whatever you call it, is also known as Wazir Vishnu. But I know this place as Mahuli Fort. Although the fort, nothing much is left of the fort. You can still see some, there's a door which is called Kalyan Darwaza. Darwaza means door. It's in the form of ruins, but you can still make out that it's a proper door to the fort. And there's a Shiva temple, and there are a bunch of caves there where some people who go up there overnight, they stay there. But apart from that, in terms of the fort, nothing much is left. So you won't see the actual structure of a fort, but you will see the scattered ruins, and we will see all that. It's approaching 7:20 now. Oh, 7:30. So has been about 30 minutes since we started climbing from the trailhead. Let's take a water break. This is going to taste like heaven now. It's not cold, not too warm also, just perfect. Now this place here is kind of like the second base. It's not as wide as the first base that we saw, but you will find this fencing here, and it's like a viewpoint here. You can see the view. Look at that. And look at the time now, 7:40. So we started climbing. What time was it? 6:30, I guess. No, we started climbing at 7. Yeah. So 7:40, and I was shooting also. I think you can reach here in about 25 minutes if you're not shooting. So 25 minutes here, which means if you don't shoot, then we have an hour more to go. But of course, since we are shooting, we will take more than that. Those are nature's ruins created through jungle fire. Last time I came, those woods right there were burning. They were ablaze. And maybe while we come back, the sun will be on top and it will be blazing hot. The Mumbai heat. So we might find some woods ablaze. Let's see. We'll look out for that. And the sun is out now completely. So I think it's time to style up.
Oh.
7:50. So we've been climbing now for 50 minutes. 50 minutes and 1 liter of water in. And this is how the view is. Only mountains as far as you can see. You can't see any buildings, any sign of civilization from here. Our faithful friends are still following us or accompanying us. I think they are going to come till the top because we are almost like halfway now. And these guys are still here. Look at them. So they are going to go with us to the Shiva temple and bring that pristine water. Why are you scared? Mr. Mahuli was not scared. Oh, it's because you're a woman. I think this is Mr. Mahuli's woman. Mr. Mahuli is very strict, conservative. I like that. Come on. So I was talking briefly with those men. Some of them are coming from Badlapur, and that's where I am also coming from right now. They are friends and relatives, and one of them asked me if I have a YouTube channel, and I gave him my card. Felt good right now because this is the first time I'm vlogging after the channel crossed 1,000 subscribers. Last time I vlogged was in the month of December, and right now this is the end of March. What date is it? 28th of March today. So last time I was vlogging was in Odisha in the month of December, and at that time the channel was just shy of 500 subscribers. So when someone used to ask me if I have a YouTube channel, I would say yes. I would give them my YouTube channel. Then they would ask me, how many subscribers do you have? And I would say 50 from the beginning. 100, 200, 500. But I was waiting for the time when somebody asked me how many subscribers you have, and I would say okay, 1,000. And now it's 1,500. So I know it's not a very big milestone yet, but compared to where we started, it feels good to be giving out the card after having crossed 1,000. I mentioned earlier that the dog had accompanied us till the halfway point, but I realize now that that was not the halfway point. The halfway point may be this one. You see, this is like a third base now, and I call this, or I estimate this to be the halfway point, because from here on out the path is steeper. Did I show you the time? It's 8:43. We started at 7 and we're getting closer now. The flag should be visible. Right there we're going, and now this is the steepest stretch and the hardest one, you can say, but then it's not very long. So back there was steep but less steep, but it was very long stretch. This is a shorter stretch comparatively, but it's very steep. It's like almost 70-80 degrees. Wow. Now look at this valley and the view from here. We're almost there. And look what I found here. Finally. This will last the day. Oh man, now we have to go here. Guess we have to do it. Whatever it takes. Let's go. We did it. We came from there. Welcome to the fourth base. And we're almost there. The last one, the fifth one, is right there. We have to go up this ladder. And this is the fourth one. Look at the view from here. We came from that trail and we started over there. The time right now is 9:20, which is 2 hours and 20 minutes since we started. We're at the top now. Now we will go further up to the Shiva temple and Kalyan Darwaja, which means Kalyan door, and we'll drink some nature's water as well. No, this is not the drinking water I was talking about. Now we'll sit down here for some time and have our snack. Now, finally, you will see the Shiva temple that you've been waiting for, and the water source that I've been talking about for a while now. Finally, it's there. Correction, this is not Kalyan Darwaja, this is Maha Darwaja. I think the Kalyan Darwaja is on the other side, and I have not been there then, because I came here last time, I saw the door and I was in the impression that this is Kalyan Darwaja, but we just saw that it is Maha Darwaja. Maha Darwaja also means big Darwaja, big door. Kalyan Darwaja, I'm not sure if we will go there now because I have not seen it before, so I don't know how far that is. But yeah, I do plan to go to the other side where I'd gone before. There is a lake and there are some ruins, so since we have come this far, we will see all that. But I don't know how far from that place would be the Kalyan Darwaja, so that I can't promise. Yeah, I've been talking about Kalyan Darwaja, but then all the while I was referring to this Darwaja that you will see, which is now Maha Darwaja. And we're almost here. We're almost here. Here's where we have the Shiva temple. That's our water source. We're going to wash our face first, and then I've emptied 2 bottles. 1 bottle is still remaining, but I'll keep that bottle. I'll use one of the empty bottles and fill it up with this pristine water and have nature's drink. Now, at first glance, this water may not look clean to you, but watch me. Watch me. Look at this water now. It's as clean as it gets. It's nature's mineral water, and you can drink it. It's flowing water, as you can see. It flows from here, and wherever you find flowing water, it's always drinkable. Without any worry, you can drink this water. So this is the Shiva temple. This is Shiva Linga. That is Shivaji Maharaj. And we have Lord Ganesha over there. Let's look at that also. Let's take the blessing of Lord Ganesha. No, this is not Lord Ganesha. This is Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. So that statue was also of Shivaji Maharaj, and this is also the great Shivaji Maharaj. Now let's briefly look at the caves also. And the darwaja, the door, is also there. So people have been cooking here. So this is the Mahadarwaja, the door. As I mentioned earlier, it is broken, so this is not in the shape and form it was in the 17th century, but this is how the door is. So this used to be the main entrance of the fort. As you can see, these are the walls from the 16th or the early 17th century. So people would come from here. This would be the door. Photography. And look at this one from the 16th century. Look at this also. Although it is broken, but it's still preserved. That's how the caves are. So maybe the soldiers of that time used to hide in here or live in here. They are eating something. क्या खा रहे हो ये? वटाना? वटाना नहीं करवन बोलते हैं. अच्छा फ्रूट, कोई फ्रूट है? फ्रूट है. Okay. They are offering me this. क्या बोलते हैं इसको? करवन. 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 मराठी में बोलते हैं. In Maharashtrian this is called करवन. करवन, right? Let's see how it is. कैसा होता है इसका टेस्ट? खट्टा होता है. Oh, it's sour. So I don't know if I can eat this. I can manage. They didn't get it from home. They found these things here. So they are saying that you find these everywhere here from the trees. That's interesting. So if you come to this fort or this place, you can find. क्या बोलते हैं इसको again? Karwan. Karwan. This is called Karwan. You can look for these on the trees, and you can have them with some chili powder and salt. Now, last time I went there was about 4 years ago. So I'm not 100% sure that this is the path to the lake. But there is a trail here. So there is something up ahead. Okay, we just got the confirmation. This is the path. Because I recall very well these stones here. See, this stone is just kept on top of the stone structure there. These are again parts of the fort from the 16th, the 17th century. Okay, so this board has the mention of Shivaji Maharaj and Shahaji, who is the father of Shivaji Maharaj. Now Shivaji Maharaj, for those who don't know, was a great warrior from India, from the state of Maharashtra in the 17th century. He gave a very tough fight to the Mughals who invaded India during that period. Here's something else. So he gave a very tough fight to the Mughals, and it is believed by Hindus that had it not been for Shivaji Maharaj, Hinduism would not have continued in India, because India would have been won over by the Muslim emperors. Now India, although is a secular country, but it's the majority of the people in India are Hindus. So wow, wait, I just see something, not this, on the other side. This is the lake, guys. Now of course it is dried up now because of that guy up there and it is summer, but this is the lake. When I came here, I mentioned earlier, I came here in monsoon, so this lake was full of water. Spectacular. Even now, look at this. What a place. At the height of 2,800 feet, you have a lake. What a wonder. What a wonder. This is nature's wonder. There is still grass. Just imagine where the water is coming from. In fact, we drank that water, right? That is the flowing water. It flows from somewhere. Wow. Okay. I lost my point, but that point better be lost. So guys, we saw the lake now. This trail goes further up, but I'm not planning on going there because this mountain range is so vast that if you want to explore every place, then you will need days for that. So when I planned this trek, this was in my mind that I have to go till the lake, see these things, these parts, these ruins, see the door that we saw, the entrance of the fort, and drink the water, the nature's water, take the blessing of Lord Shiva and Shivaji Maharaj, and go back. So I think we've achieved what we came here for, and I hope this vlog was enjoyable for you. I'm going to head down. The time right now is 10:37. So I started climbing at 7, right? So 8, 9, 10. 3 hours and 40 minutes. Around 3 hours, 40 minutes almost. Okay, so now I'll take about an hour to climb down, because climbing down is not as easy as it may seem, as I mentioned earlier. It's very hard on your knees, and you do need a stick while climbing down. So I'll take about an hour to climb down. I'll have my lunch now at that dhaba down below. I may vlog the lunch or I may not. I'm not sure right now. I'll at least take some pictures, and if I don't vlog the lunch, I'll throw in the pictures of the food and the dhaba to end this vlog with. So now, see you down there. Or if you don't see me in action, then this is DC Traveler signing off from Mahuli Fort. We conquered it. consuming. You didn't think I was going to leave the camera there.